guys, my name is Michael and welcome to a new GTK tutorial. Today we are going to move on with our GActionGroup and we are going to learn a new function. The function which I'm going to do so today, it is called GActionGroup Query Action. Basically what this function does, gets information which we already got with the help of these functions. So in other words, you have a function which does everything in one call. Queries all aspects of the name action within an action group. So this function acquires the information available for from these functions. You see, this provides two main benefits. The first is the improvement in efficiency that comes with no having to perform repeated lookups of the action in order to discover different things about it. The second is that implementing GActionGroup can now be done by only overriding this one virtual function, which is very interesting, isn't it? Anyway, the parameters are the action, the action group, the name of the action, the enabled state. In other words, you can check if it is enabled or not. You can check its parameter type, state hint, and the state itself, and of course returns true if that action indeed exists. So let us see how it's working. From the last video we saw how we can get the action state type and get the action parameter type. In this video we are getting a little bit different information, and I'm going to say query action. Now let us create this query action function. Void query action, and here we need the application and the action name. And now what do we need? Basically it says it returns true or false. So if it's true, then let us say G Boolean, not like that, G Boolean action flag or whatever. Now action flag, we are going to point it to this function, and the first parameter, it will be the GActionGroup, which action group, sorry, and of course the next one will be the action name. So I'm going to move a line down here, which is the action name. The next one, it will be if it's enabled or not, so enabled, we need its address, and then the next one, it will be the parameter type. The next one will be the state type. The next one will be the state hint. I'm going to provide to pass null this time because we are not interested in that one. And the last one will be the state. Why I'm not passing the state type, the state hint, it is because we have no state hint. I removed it from the last video, but you know exactly about what I'm talking about when you are going to check the other ones. Now let us check the enabled. So G Boolean enabled. The next one, we need the parameter type. We already know it is const G variant type. The next one, it will be the state type, and the last one will be the G variant state. Okay, now that we have them, basically once that we store this information inside them, let us print what we get and see what we exactly get. So G print, the first thing which I'm going to do, it will be the action %s was found, action name of, okay, we have a action flag which we should use it. So I'm going to create an if statement. If action flag returns true, the function, then we print the action name. Next one will be gprint the action is %s. we are going to check if it is enabled or not. So if enabled, then enabled, else disabled, just like it. I know I hate this ternary operator, but it is quite useful now. Print. The next thing, it will be the parameter type is %s g variant type how was your pick string, and here it is the parameter type. The next one, it will be the state type, and the last one, it will be gprint the state is %s g variant get string and the state. Now let's see what do we have right here. Let me format it a little bit like that. Now let me see if everything looks good, or we forgot something. Of course, I always forget something. Too few arguments, yes, because there is about the length part. I don't want to get the length of the string, only the string, but it looks good. And as you can see, it now says the action select was found, the action is enabled, the parameter type is S, the state type is S, and the state is open. Now, as you can see, this is the way how you will work with this function. Now you stored all that information inside this. So basically, you can, of course, if you are not interested in the parameter type, for example, then you just pass null here, and then you get everything else but the parameter type. Like me, I'm doing this example. As you select was found, is enabled, the state type, you see. So basically, with the help of this function, you get every impossible information about an action, which is quite nice, isn't it? Now I'm going to stop, and let me mark this one also as done. And thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.